Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you, and hello to the dear viewers.
Thank you so much. Well, Mr. Abdurrahman, the significance of Egypt hosting the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank in Sharm el-Sheikh and with the participation of 106 countries, how do you see the importance of this?
That wide participations by hundreds of countries, by tens of countries, that means a lot to Egypt and to the environment of the investments here in Egypt that opened wide arms for all countries from all directions, from the east, from the west, from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, you name it. And of course, we have developed that environment by new net of laws that make it easier for the investor from all over the world to come to Egypt and to take part in that renaissance economically that we are building right now. Mr. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has mentioned that Egypt is welcoming investments from all over the world to take part and to share the efforts that the state is concerned to develop all over the world, and with our relations with countries and investors from all over the world to come to Egypt and to invest. We have the new set of laws that make it easier for the investors, and we have that new aspect of investments in Egypt, whether the participation by the private sector, along with the governmental sector, along with foreign investors, according to the term of Egypt, the Egyptian terms that keeps our control. And of course, we have so many dimensions to achieve that goal. We need also to remind the dear viewers that in the past 10 years, we have accomplished a lot of participation, economical participation, and partnerships with countries from east and west, both side by side. We have achieved so many infrastructure projects through this participation and partnerships. We have the new nuclear power station in Al-Daba, and we have the economical zone at Suez Canal. We have so many in Tushka. We have the participation with our neighbors and friends in the UAE. We have so many projects that we have already I'm talking about mega projects that has been accomplished through that partnership with investors. Great companies like Siemens from Germany. We have accomplished a lot of those projects, and of course we mean to expand our dimensions. We need to expand our relations, and with this summit held in Sharm el-Sheikh today, in close to Sinai, that has witnessed the greatest development projects that have occurred in centuries. And now the people in Sinai are part of that economical renaissance. The whole country is seeking friendly and peaceful cooperation economically with all over the world countries.
Yes, Mr. Abdurrahman, during his word before the first session today, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi also spoke of the exceptional global circumstances that the world is facing due to the current conflict, the coronavirus, of course, pandemic, and he also added the continued adding with the problem of the Russian-Ukrainian conflict. So the meeting have tackled the current exceptional global circumstances and the needs of emerging economies. So how did you read this?
Well, according to the international reports, the Egyptian economy was launching a great move up and great steps forward right before the epidemic was occurred. We are one of the rare countries that passed this wave of setbacks that the whole economy, the whole world economy has suffered. We have passed it over, and we started to deal with it, and we could survive that pandemic situation, and we are reaching out back to what we have accomplished and continuing it in the most possible way, and of course with cooperation with the Asian Bank and other investment powers and financial powers all over the world, we can cooperate together and unite our efforts as to live up to the hopes and dreams of our nation. The nations are standing now here in Egypt. The nation is standing by the efforts of Mr. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, that he has already accomplished a huge success to go through that crisis and move over it and make it even stronger steps for our economy to deal with those crises that not only, of course, the pandemic crisis, but also the consequence of the Russian-Ukrainian conflict. We have and we are dealing with such crises in the most possible and successful ways. Of course, we are suffering and we have suffered, but that doesn't mean we're not standing still with solid situations and strong foot. We are facing those crises like other countries, but even better ways, in a better way, that we are, in the same time that we are facing the consequences of those crises, we are protecting the people in the most possible way. And the strength of our economy has proven its situation through also the same reports by international organizations and financial organizations. We are, of course, suffering, of course, but we are standing still, and we're standing strong, and we're standing tall, and we're reaching out for better results. Each and every day we are facing more challenges, make us even stronger, and make us even having the strong will to survive and to go through a better phase in our economy.
Yes, so Mr. Abdulrahman, the meeting discusses various issues, including guaranteeing international governance for the sake of across the border sustainable development. What's your take on this?
Well, this can only be achieved by those measures that we have launched at the very beginning of our the new economical strategies, to make it possible for cooperations all over the borders, whether the East or the West. We have welcomed investors from all over the world, and we have accomplished that thin line that keeps our own control on our economy. At the same time, we are using the partnerships with the foreign investors and investments from all over the countries. We have set an example on how a country should deal with the worldwide crises in the most, that keeps both sides. We are dealing with the crises with the new way of thinking economically, but we are at the same time we are fighting to help the nation in Egypt, the people, Egyptian people, to suffer the least level of those consequences. I believe also that through our cooperation with other countries in Asia, we have great hopes that we can accomplish a lot together.
Yes, Mr. Abdurrahman, how would the meetings that would build partnership in order to support the world's health infrastructure?
I believe Egypt is one of the rare countries that is concerned of building a solid base for our infrastructure. With the testimony of the international reports concerned of this matter, we have accomplished the greatest set of projects for infrastructure all over the world in this century. That, of course, can be developed and taken part with other countries all over the world, with participation of the foreign investors to come here in Egypt and use those huge success in infrastructure projects that we are now investing in its own success for building a better and mega project. We have also seen the success of the project of the new Alamein, which was someday. Just 10 years ago, I'm not talking centuries before, I'm talking about 10 years only before, that it was a land of death, a land of the millions of mines that was left over from the Second World War, and it has changed into a place, a base of life and activities and human activities and great economical success for the leadership and our economy. Of course, we have set that example of turning a place with no hope into a land of hopes and opportunities for the investors in Egypt and investors from outside, from abroad, for the most important thing, which is the benefit for our own economy and our own nation.
I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Mr. Amr Abdurrahman, journalist, writer, and political analyst. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone, and thank you for your valuable information. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to follow an interview by Nile TV's Hani Farag with one of the participants who participated in the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank in Sharm el-Sheikh, Mr. Henry Chow.
It is a very good timing and the platform to connect the global and especially the APEC side and to develop more country and yes, very impressed. Yeah, yes, I think